This pandemic has changed the world. Margaret W. Wong and Associates, with over 40 years experience in U.S. immigration law, keeps working for you in the midst of adversity. Offices are in Cleveland, New York, Memphis, Atlanta, Columbus, Raleigh, North Carolina, Nashville, Chicago, and Minneapolis. Look after your loved ones and we'll take care of your immigration needs. Please call us at 216-279-3984. That's 216-279-3984.
Hello, everybody. My name is Juan Carlos Brando. Thank you for joining us today in this afternoon. And a good time to talk to Ms. Wong about the immigration field. She has a lot of answers for us today. She has a lot of knowledge. She wants to share her knowledge with us. And she's always answering our questions. That's why we do this live Q&A session every Thursday at 12:30 p.m. so that you can ask the questions live and free. The answer is going to be free. So thank you so much for joining us today. And Ms. Wong is with us already. How are you doing today, Ms. Wong?
I'm good, and thank you.
Thank you for having us today, Ms. Wong. And well, this has been a week of some changes, but one of the main changes has been the public charge. What should we know about it? What is special? What's going on with the public charge?
That law is gone. So whenever you file an adjustment of status, you do not need to attach that public charge form. And that's very good because that form is very difficult to fill out. They ask about your credit score. I mean, most of us are foreign people. We don't even have credit. We don't even know what a credit score is. So it's good that form is gone.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And yeah, that's one of the concerns that people had about the public charge, because some people have been in trouble before. They used to go to the weak clinics or maybe use the food stamps. What's going to happen with those people that were already denied in some applications during the government of Donald Trump? What is going to happen with these people? Can they refile now if they did before?
Yes.
And they were denied?
Yes, they can refile, or they can actually do a motion to reopen, arguing that since that law is gone, that they should be approved, or at least another adjudication should be warranted.
That sounds good. Then if you have a denial because of public charge, maybe you need to talk to Ms. Wong, and she will advise you how to do it, how you can refile, and what is more convenient, whether to do the motion to reopen or refile. And then the government is going to have to let you do what you need to do. This is something very, very interesting. We have some questions here, Ms. Wong. This person is saying, I had 2 DUIs 7 years ago. I did all my classes and finished all the things that they wanted. So can I fill and get my citizenship? I guess this person is a U.S. resident.
Yes, you could. Number one, DUI is not a CIMT, so you don't have 2 CIMT. Number 2 is more than 5 years. But if I were you, I would show also that you have rehabbed, that you have done a lot of good. But yes, apply for the N400 and become a citizen. You should be okay. But during the filing and during the interview, make sure you bring your certified judgment entry to show what you have pled guilty to, your certified records, the transcript, and also show that you paid the fine, you did the 3-day either jail or classes, and you're all free, and also that you're not an alcoholic. So maybe get some AA letters, or pastor's letters to show that you have rehabbed. It would not hurt.
Okay, that's good. So always a religious person could be a good element to give a recommendation. This person says that he has been a permanent resident for 9 years. So it would be a good time for you to file for your citizenship. And if you need help, please call 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. So, Ms. Wong, this next question is, I have 2 removal orders. I was removed 11 years ago. I came back to the United States through Canada, and then I have been here. They don't even know that I'm back. Can I file if my son is turning 21? What should I do, or there's no chance for me?
Okay, there is a chance, and that's why I am really hoping that President Biden's new law comes in. President Biden, there are hundreds of pages, but the most important thing is what he's saying is that there's no more perm bar. Perm bar means that as a Latino person, I left and I came back, and I left and I came back. In this case, I don't know if you're Latino, because normally Latino people came through the southern border, Mexico, and they don't come through Canada. On the other hand, though, Canada for Mexicans is visa free, which means a lot of Mexicans now with your Mexican passport can go to Canada and just walk in from the Canada border. That's why you think they don't know you are here. But since 2002 and 2003, immigration went to Homeland Security. The Homeland Security Act came in 2002 February. And then the first thing President Bush did in 2003 is to bring in immigration, the three sections, CBP, CIS, and ICE. Don't think they don't know, they know. So don't file something thinking, oh, immigration doesn't know. On the other hand, even if they don't know, they're going to ask, how did you come in? And also because you had removal orders, and you're smart, because most people would ask, I have deportation orders, but you know enough to say you have removal orders, because removal orders came in after 97. Deportation order came in before 96 and 97. So after 96, 97, it became removal. So we know your case is removal. We know if you're Latino Mexican, you went to Canada with visa free. So Canada also have a record that you came in. I would not do it like this. I would do it, number one, get your FOIA to say why you were removed. See if there's any way to do a motion to reopen. Number two is to still say you are here, but the Biden law would change that. Number three, you have a perm bar, so you would not be able to file for the adjustment of status if your kid is 21 now. But it seemed like your kid is not yet 21, so I would just do the FOIA for now and see if there's any way to do a motion to reopen. If there's change of country conditions, so for example, you're from Central America or from Venezuela and Brazil. Venezuela, of course, you can get TPS from Brazil somewhere. So I don't think all else is lost. And I don't think we should say they don't know we are here, because they know we are here. They know everything. America is not the America when I came in 69 or in the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s, even early 2000. America now is Homeland Security. Homeland Security controls a lot of money. Everything is about terrorism, about Homeland, which it shouldn't. I mean, it should be, but it's difficult. So always assume they know everything.
Thank you so much. They are just like a mom, right? That when mom asks you a question, she already knows the answer. And
Yep.
sometimes we try to trick them, and when we lie to them, we are in so
know.
much trouble. So don't
That's
try to trick the system, because they know they know the truth. Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. We have another question here. This person says, I filed for asylum in 2016. I came to the United States in 2012. I'm married to another person who is filing for asylum, but he has been here for 15 years. I have a child. He was born with a condition, and I would like to know if I can apply for something. I'm waiting for asylum, but I filed after 1 year. What could be my chances since I'm not here for 10 years yet?
I think you have a very, very good case. When you say you are with someone, I don't know if you married her. If you marry her before the child is 18, that child became a stepchild of that lady, even though if she is the mom or she's not the mom. So with her, she came for about 15 years. She filed asylum. If it seemed like you didn't have your interview yet, so don't push for interview. Wait for that interview after 10 years, number one. Number two is if your interview is after 10 years, the referral to court is after 10 years, because you have a child of a condition, you're going to win this case because it's a 42B case. I mean, I hope you win the case. But for the lady though, it doesn't seem like she's the mother of this child. But if she marries you, this child becomes her child because that child have the same case as a natural born child. She'll get 10-year cancellation already. Then both of you can win this case. But also the U.S. versus Piera that came in sometime July or August of 2018. Look at your notice to appear NTA. Look at if it's blank, no date and time. Then you can also preserve an argument in U.S. versus Piera. Look at also a circuit, because if you came from New York, Chicago, California, those are 6, and Chicago, and 9th is California. Ohio is 6, but Chicago, I think, is 7th. Yes, Posner retired, and he came from 7th. So make sure you look at the circuit where you live. If you live in Ohio, our law is not good. Kentucky, Ohio, Michigan, 6th Circuit is not good on U.S. versus Piera. I think 4th is very good. North Carolina is good, and I think 5th is very good. But I'm not sure because it's in my book. So check my book. But if not, check also the circuit you're from. I don't think all is lost, even though you're not here for 10 years.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And yeah, just don't forget to call Ms. Wong. The phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984, and she will be happy to answer your questions. She has offices in 9 cities of the United States: Atlanta, Chicago, Cleveland, Columbus, Memphis, Minneapolis, Nashville, New York, and Raleigh, North Carolina. And the phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. And she has a website, is imwong.com, imwong.com, and you will find all the information. Also in social media, there's a lot of information that you can see, and also YouTube channel. There's a Spotify, there's a podcast on Spotify, and many other audio libraries, so you can follow her and get a lot of information about the immigration world with Margaret W. Wong. Ms. Wong, so we have the next question. Is Darmish is saying, I am here in the United States more than 3.6 years, or 3 years and 6 months. I am paying taxes. I don't have a legal status. How can I file for legal status?
And you, Dharmesh, so you are probably from India. It's difficult because you're already out of status. Most Indian nationals and Asian people, if we have status, we protect status. So it's a non-immigrant visa status. So for example, I came as a tourist, I changed it to student, I become an H1, I do a perm, and now I get my green card. But that takes about 6 or 7 years. You've been here only 3.5 years, right, Mr. Juan?
Yes.
Okay.
3 years.
So,
yeah,
I feel bad for you. So you came legally, you filed tax. Make sure you file tax, because any change Biden does will. So if Biden law happens, you will have paid. You'll be on the track for the 8 year. But right now, there's rumor that Biden law will be hard. The only thing you can do is to file for asylum, but that's difficult because you missed for 1 year. Also depends on your last name. If you're Muslim, because right now Modi, that's not that I know India. I do a lot of Indian nationals. So it depends on if you have a good factual situation on asylum. Even though you miss 1 year, you may still get the work permit under withholding. Withholding means that you miss 1 year, but the asylum the fear situation is higher than the asylum situation. Then you still get what we call the A10 work permit. Most Indians and Chinese like A5, which is asylum, or C10, which you still have a deportation, but you can work. But A10 means that you have a withholding case, which is not C10, which is a 10-year cancellation case. Look at your situation, because another thing I want us to remember, don't despair. I could tell you're very smart. You know enough to watch, Facebooks and learn about answers. Don't despair. Think, what made someone smart like you from the world's biggest economically democratic country to come to America and give up everything, give up your family? Maybe your wife is still there, maybe your wife is here, maybe your children are there, but give up your whole setup, because it's such a caste system, and come to America knowing that I will become undocumented or illegal. What made you do that? Is there any fear? Was there a ratio, like you married a Christian or you married a Muslim? Did you have intercaste marriage? Did you fall in love and it's not arranged? Because India is still very, very much against falling in love. Did you got a girl pregnant and the girl's family is going to honor kill you? I mean, these are things that start thinking about it. Nobody, I believe, it doesn't matter if you're from Mexico, from China, from India, from Russia, just come to America with a visa or without no visa and give up everything. There must be a good reason. It's not just, oh, I need a better job. Think about that. Maybe you do have a fear story that you didn't even know you have or something. Okay?
Thank you so much, Miss Wong. This next person that is sending a message through our WhatsApp is saying, I am from Pakistan. I am gay and I had to flee my country, but I never filed for asylum. It is death penalty if you declare that you are gay in my country. Can I still file for some kind of asylum? I don't have any
Yes.
kids.
Yes, you could. The question is, when did you come out? When did you find out you're gay? Are you really gay, or you're trans, or you're metro? I mean, there's a lot of types of gay. Do you get dressed like a woman or a man at night? How do you dress? How do you look? Are you visually visible as a gay person? So all these are questions to do an asylum case. Even if you miss your 1 year, as I said earlier, you may still win withholding. Withholding is better than nothing. Withholding means that you can at least stay in America, extend your work permit, and you don't have to go back. Absolutely look at asylum, because from Pakistan, from a lot of these more conservative fundamentalist world, being gay is a big no-no, especially for some of the Middle Eastern countries. I've done quite a few gays from that part. They won't even trust me. They look around when they're talking to me. They make sure they talk to me when they're writing, and they're very smart. They make sure the writing doesn't go to the next page, because someone can just, use pencil and scribble it and find out what you talked about. They're really scared, even in a regular law firm. So absolutely don't give that up. You may want to go see a therapist and psychologist and talk about PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, and see, why did you miss your 1 year? Were you so stressed out? Were you so scared? And did you even exercise your gayness? Because there's some religion for the Filipinos, for the Chinese, that there's something that we cannot, as long as we know we're gay, but we never did it, then we're not committing a sin. So is it the first time now you did it? It took you 5 years. And did you miss your 1 year because of this? So there's a lot of reasons. And you need to understand the gay culture. How do you meet partners when you are in America, when in Pakistan you can never meet them? How do you know you're gay when you could never do anything with a gay person? Were you raped? Were you abused when you were young? And don't tell me you enjoyed it, so you became gay. I actually have quite a few clients who told me, oh, because I was raped, I became gay, which is not true. You're born with it. Gay is it's who you are. It's not because of course, it maybe makes it worse. I mean, it's still no excuse to be abused or to be raped, And some people blame themselves when they were abused, when they were raped. They never told anybody. The reason why? Because I happen to be one of the few people they confided in, because I keep pushing and pushing and pushing in my office. So don't give up. Don't, please.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong, and this is very clear what you just answered. So this person can call Ms. Wong today. She will be happy to hear your story and see if there is something she can do for you. The phone number is 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. This next question is saying, hello, I am DACA recipient and I am planning to marry my partner that I have been living with for 8 years. I went to a consultation with an attorney and they said that we would have to prove that my partner can financially provide for me, but I am the owner of a small business and my partner works for me, so I make more money. It's interesting.
That's good. Marry him so he makes more money and support you. That's okay.
No,
I'm sorry.
she makes more money than him,
Yeah.
the DACA
Uh-huh.
beneficiary, and she wants to know if he has to financially provide for her in their application, since she is the owner of the business and he works for
I'm so
her.
proud of you. See, you're a DACA. You're not even born here. You probably don't speak the language so well, and you make so much money. You're a hero, and never be ashamed of making more money than your partner. In my days, if the woman makes less than the man, we are sort of embarrassed, ashamed. We couldn't get a divorce because we don't want the world to think I married a weaker man. So the world has changed, and congratulations. There are two ways to do this case. As long as he report and he works for you, so pay him more. So as long as he makes more than like 24,900 or something, he's enough. You need only the last year tax return, number one. Number two is if you had filed tax return for more than, you're already on DACA for 8 years, so you started really at 2012. If you have filed tax return for more than 10 years, and you just need the Social Security statement. In olden days, we have that green statement. Nowadays, you can just go to my Social Security, my account, and print it out. As long as you have filed tax return for more than 10 years, each year or it doesn't even have a consecutive. For more than 10 years, make more than 5,000, you can support yourself. And congratulations. So either use your 10 years or just pay, because he works for you. You can pay him whatever you want. You own the business. So pay him more than 24,900 for the last year, for 1 year, then he can file the 864. Your question is an 864 question. Nowadays, you don't need a 944, because if you need a 944, you probably have very good credit because you own your own business. I also hope that you did not file for the PPP loan, because a lot of people didn't know that, but anytime you file for the PPP loan, on the loan documents, they should have asked, and normally ask, are you an American citizen? I already have quite a few clients who, not knowing the PPP loan, they asked and they signed the form, means that they represented the American citizen. So be very careful about that PPP loan.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. This is a very interesting case. This person says that she's in Ohio. So please call Ms. Wong today. She is in Cleveland and she will be happy to receive you in the office. Well, we have some social distancing rules, but it's very important that you can go and see a good attorney. So please call 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. This next question is very interesting, Ms. Wong. Is in Ohio physical control the same as DUI in immigration law?
No.
And how would it affect the permanent resident?
No. Fiscal control is better than DUI or OVI. In Ohio, fiscal control is better than OVI or DUI.
Okay, thank you so much. This is the answer from Ms. Wong. So this person, please, if you have any other questions or need more information, you can call 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. So we have another question coming through, and this person is asking, I need help for my citizenship. Can you help me? Yes, of course, Ms. Wong can help you. The phone number is over there, 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. This next person says, my name is Masumbuko, is the name of this person, and says that she came to the United States 5 years ago, never filed nothing, but has no criminal record. She was victim of domestic violence and would like to know if she could file for VAWA. She was not married to her partner.
Okay. There was just a new law that came in, but this law has been established for about 20-some years. In order to do the VAWA case, which means that you have to do the 360, which means that you either go to court and fight it on 3 years instead of 10 years, you have to be actually married to a green card holder or citizen. Now, on the other hand, though, VAWA is not the only way to go. You could also go on abuse. Since it's domestic violence, I presume you already reported him to police. You need the police instance report. And that's why I always advise either man or woman, make sure you report to police. And you shouldn't have to be scared by reporting your cases to police, because a lot of people like us, we are scared. We don't want to report because we're worried the police will call ICE to pick us up. There was a time under Trump, under even old Obama, is what we call the 287G, the Secure Communities Law, that police have to call ICE. Now that law is practically mostly gone, especially under President Biden. President Biden actually, in immigration law, is probably more liberal than even under Obama, because Obama is very much a professor. Obama believes in bipartisan. So Obama really deported a lot of us and gave us a lot of deportation because he really so much wanted to get the comprehensive law passed. Until the last 2 years in his 8-year rule, he finally got DACA, got 601A, got 212. But before then, he had been working for 6 years hoping for comprehensive reform. So to answer your question, absolutely each time someone beats you up or verbally abusive that you feel there's a threat, report to police. And police need to be educated by people like us. For example, there's a lot of Asian hate crime now, and I am Chinese, I'm Asian. So it's really discouraging if people like us don't report to police, because we're such a nice people, you know, we try not to bother people. We're always thanking them, apologizing to them. We cannot do that. We are in America. And we pay the police because we filed tax return to protect us. So in your case, you can do the U visa case. You can, if you've been here more than 10 years, if you have children, we can also get you, hopefully, the non-LPR cancellation of removal because you're the victim of domestic violence. So WAWA is not the only way to go. You need a lawyer to look at the whole macro. In economics, we have macro, micro. Macro means look at the whole situation and figure out a solution. Micro means that what's the solution now? Micro, you know, it's economics, right? You look at the cost and benefit. Is it worth to see a lawyer? What do I get if I pay this lawyer to do this? If he fails or she fails, what do I get? If he or she wins, what do I get? That's cost and benefit analysis. Black and white, yin and yang, cost and benefit.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for your answer. And yeah, we have another very interesting question here. Hello, my name is something. This person just wrote through our inbox. And I am looking to come to the United States as a truck driver. I already spoke with a company that they are willing to hire me with a contract job, but we need your services to fill and complete all the documents for immigration. Can you give me some details of what I need to do?
Okay, and I don't know if you're from Mexico or Canada. There are special requirements for trucking people to come back and forth, deliver goods. And make sure you don't come in as a C1D1. C1D1 is for crewmen. So for example, I work for airlines, I come back and forth to America, or I work for a cruise ship and I come back and forth. Those are C1D1. To come back and forth as a trucker, the visa, you either come as a visa waiver, or you come as a B1, B2. That's a tourist visa, but really not a tourist because there's a 9-day exception for that you can still get paid. But be very careful. You don't really need a lawyer. Whoever hires you as a trucker, they already know the forms. There's some forms that you fill out at the border, and then you wait for hours to cross and come back. And after a while, those people know you. So it's easy. It's not that hard. But make sure if you come back and forth, do not, in the meantime, like get a DUI or OVI, they're the same, or fiscal control, which we always plea it down to, or even a driving ticket, like you go to a rest area and then you go pee in the park or something, and now they charge you with something else. It's sort of, because we're not in America, we're not supposed to go to the bathroom in the park, or we're supposed to go to the gas station for a bathroom and take a shower in the gas room. I have actually clients who took a shower by a swimming pool because they figure it's free, so they don't have to go to gas station to pay for a bathroom for their showers. I mean, that's a crime. So you'd be amazed how people didn't know American rules. And I was laughing. And then he was telling me, why are you laughing? I said, anybody knows that. I mean, on the other hand, he's right. So how am I supposed to know? You cannot, there's a water dripping there. I turned on the water. I took off my clothes. It's at night. Nobody saw me. I didn't know it's a crime. So these are little things you need to know. But truckers, yes, you can come to America driving a truck.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for your time. Our time is already gone. So we had a very good show. A lot of people asking questions. And yeah, we're just willing to see you next Wednesday. Just to talk a bit more about the immigration changes throughout this week. This Friday, we're going to have a new release of the podcast on YouTube and all the media outlets. So please follow Ms. Wong on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, I think it's Android, Google Podcast. Well, she's everywhere. So that's really, really good. Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. Is there anything else that you want to tell people today?
No. Be calm, wait for our new laws, and don't commit any crimes, and get your FOIAs so you know what situation you are in.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. See you next time, and thank you for having us today.
Thank you.
And for everybody who is joining us today or who joined us today in this show, please don't forget to call 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984, and Ms. Wong will be happy to answer your questions and help you in your immigration needs. 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984.
This pandemic has changed the world. Margaret W. Wong and Associates, with over 40 years experience in U.S. immigration law, keeps working for you in the midst of adversity. Offices are in Cleveland, New York, Memphis, Atlanta, Columbus, Raleigh, North Carolina, Nashville, Chicago, and Minneapolis. Look after your loved ones and we'll take care of your immigration needs. Please call us at 216-279-3984. That's 216-279-3984.